feelings hurt. Read this.
Ooh, hey. Here we are. We're back. Wow.
Quick question.
Zing.
Toy Story or Full Metal Jacket?
So anyway,
Misogynist.
That's subversive.
Yep. Welcome back to another
What is this?
Karman line short review.
good job.
Well done.
This is thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. This is Karman line short review, the only place in the entire universe or multiverse or anywhere actually.
Am I still good in my frame?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice frame.
Thank
Where you can watch three cursed filmmakers reviewing your short films. Yes, you guys, the filmmaking public.
What were you
That
talking
was
about?
phenomenal.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
I wasn't listening.
The Misogynist.
Okay, so
We can't read, and so we thought this movie was called The Misogynist.
Misogynist.
It's a little embarrassing, but this kind of stuff happens when you cease to exist between every episode.
Yeah.
It's rough. It's a rough existence
forget how to
we live here in Payman's void,
Okay.
eternal blackness.
This film was sent to us. You do it, T.
I don't know who it was sent to us by.
It was sent to us by Tim.
Tim,
Oh, yeah,
Mr.
Tim's
Tim
in it.
Cox.
Tim Cox sent it to us. It is written and directed by Dingari.
Written and directed, yes, by Chai Dingari.
Dingari.
Sure.
Dingari. Cedric Dingari.
No.
I don't think
Dingari.
that's
All right.
Don't
It's
think that's right.
Dingari.
Misogynist by Dingari.
I know that.
Fine. Sure it is. You know.
I know this. Trust me, I know about pronouncing names.
Okay.
First thing that popped into my mind when we started watching this movie.
Why is it backwards?
Yeah, was that we were shooting backwards
Why is it
on
backwards?
a boat.
Yeah.
Okay, first impressions. Can you go?
We shot backwards on a boat. Why'd we do that? That was my first impression.
Okay.
Okay. This movie was very fun. Great performance from the lead actor. Had a tremendously creative, awesome murder scene that I will totally rip off someday. And
Was that murder? I don't
Yeah.
feel like it was murder.
That was not murder.
No.
you have a loose definition.
She doesn't look dead.
She's dead, dude.
She's dead?
Yeah, she's dead.
Why are you guys laughing?
Oh,
You didn't know she was dead?
I'm sorry, dude. That was just like comedy to me.
That's fine.
It's just
I'm so happy I could be comedy to you guys. That's good.
Well, at first I assumed you knew she was dead, and you were questioning whether it was murder. You're like, well, maybe manslaughter. I don't know.
No, because I didn't think she was dead. I'm not sure why this is hilarious, but that's fine. We can laugh.
I'm sorry.
Is it because her eyes are open?
No, it's because there's blood over her nose, and that's it.
But she's not breathing or moving or talking.
It's because this is a still.
And we just saw her head held under water.
I'll
And
give
I don't
you.
think it was water.
I'll give you
That
that.
was good.
Her eyes don't particularly look dead.
Yeah, they
She
could have
looks-
sold it
yeah.
better. Could have sold it better.
So
Yeah.
she's genuinely deceased.
She's dead.
Yes.
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 So he's being a fucking asshole when he said it's your move.
Yes.
He's being crazy
Yes.
because she doesn't respond or anything. She's not playing.
That
the
doesn't
game.
make any sense to me.
She's not struggling. She's not breathing. she's not breathing at all.
Ladies and
'cause
gentlemen, we
it's
are
still,
only
yeah.
on first takes,
It's not a
first
still.
impressions.
It is a still. This is a still.
No, press play. She won't be breathing.
No. That's what I'm saying. It's because it's a still image.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you playing
Are
right
you
now?
paused?
Yeah. No, see, it's playing right now. See what I mean?
Yeah, but why use a still image unless you wanted her to look dead?
Oh, I guess that was a
Yeah.
in the bathroom. Yeah, I mean, maybe that is what they wanted, was for her to look dead. But she certainly didn't seem dead to me.
Okay.
I thought you were just questioning the legality of it. You're like, murder? I don't know.
Manslaughter, maybe.
We'll leave that to the judge.
Okay.
I had
Where
fun.
were we?
I thought this was a fun movie. It was at times campy. There were parts that seemed genuinely professional and parts that seemed genuinely amateur, all crammed into one really weird movie.
Yeah.
So I loved it.
I liked it too. I thought it was quite interesting. And I was just interested in the whole thing. I thought the character was kind of weird, and he was played fairly well, and I was genuinely taken aback when he kills her. I was shocked by that.
If that's what happened.
I don't even know that she died.
I was taken aback by his intense use of violence.
That
I was
may
too.
or may not have been fatal.
That may or may not have been fatal.
Yeah. Are we just? I'd be laughing.
I'm trying to get back on track. I'm trying to.
I know.
And
That's what I was saying.
There's no one
What are you
over
talking
there.
to?
I'm talking to him.
who the fuck is that?
I'm talking to him. What are you
Okay.
talking about?
Yes. I was in hook, line, and sinker. I liked it.
Cool.
Liked it.
Cool. My first impressions were, I really liked this actor a lot.
Yeah, he was fantastic.
He was like, everything that he did was supernatural. Supernatural. Was super
Yeah.
natural.
Yes. Space.
Extra natural, maybe?
Very natural.
Yeah.
Supernatural means not natural.
In unnatural. Anti-unnatural. Realistic.
Good? Let's just say it was good.
It's good.
He was good.
He was really good.
Yeah.
And this scene was a joy to watch because both of these
'Cause we
guys
saw
are very good
two-
actors.
Yeah.
Two unstoppable forces.
Yeah. But it threw me off a little bit when he kills her.
That's gonna be a riff through the whole episode.
He
now.
kills her.
Yes, he kills her. All right.
Yeah, I loved that scene because I was just like, what the hell? Just like complete violence out of nowhere. But that's kind of what took me out of it. Was I'm like, wow, holy crap! But then I'm like, wait, why?
Well, he never came across as being like sane or stable.
Well, but he never came across as being a misogynist either.
Well, no, but let's just forget about the title at all.
Sure.
Let's say the title's not a part of this.
Title's not
To
a part of the
me,
movie.
to me, it didn't come out of nowhere when he went violent because he just seemed like a completely passion-driven human being who just acted off of passion alone.
I wouldn't give that much credit to it. I liked.
You owe it some credit.
I liked his performance a lot, but I didn't find out what kind of character he was. I said I got heavy Master vibes from the Master because he reminds me of the character in the Master where he
Which one?
the what's his name?
Philip Seymour Hoffman?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah. That's him, right?
Running Phoenix.
Yeah.
Because Joaquin Phoenix in that movie is playing two other people, and he's very reactionary, and this guy is too. He just he doesn't. I don't feel like he has a personality much, and then when he does, it's reactions to other people, and so it's a reaction to his wife. It's a reaction to the agent. That's about it.
I mean, I'm just going off of his what he actually says to people is that, he's restless and needs meaning and is desperate to find some new interesting thing to shoot.
Yeah.
So that's what told me, he's just driven by passion alone.
Yeah.
He loses his car keys. He doesn't, pay the rent.
Well, and when she got really mad at him at the beginning for the car key situation, I feel like, okay, this is something that's happened a lot of times before because she's very angry. Yes. But he looks sad. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, honey," kind of thing. Not "Why the hell are you angry at me?" kind of thing. Like that's something I would imagine a passionate person would say.
He's bipolar.
That would make a lot more sense.
Shall we move into our first category?
I suppose.
Which would be what?
Yep. I already forgot.
Acting?
It was acting.
Acting.
Okay, we were already doing that, so.
Acting. This guy, really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, real good. I got something to say about this scene, actually, when they're having a conversation and she's kind of happy for a second here. Like she's kind of playful, and then as soon as he mentions, like literally like 2 cuts later, he mentions that he lost his keys, and then she flips into being really
She's
angry.
Bipolar.
Yeah,
Right.
and
He's the victim in this movie.
it's not the issue. I don't have the issue with the escalation and emotion. I have the issue with how the performance pulled it off, in the sense that I don't think it did pull off that escalation. It seemed to come out of nowhere for no reason. It seemed very artificial.
Yeah.
In contrast to our main character, especially, who is quite believable as a person.
Yeah, he outshined the actress here. It was hard for her to hold a candle to this guy. That's what I felt. And then when he's with Tim, it's just power team.
Yeah, it's just like it's like holy moly.
Yeah.
How old is this movie? He's got a flip phone.
He does have a flip phone, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, the 2 guys here are it's just so fun to watch them.
Yeah.
Just talk to each other, because it's like you said, 2 power performers, people who really get into character, people who really understand what they're doing, and it feels so realistic that it's just nice to see someone or 2 people who get into that level of performance. It's really nice.
You know, the actress who portrays the wife, actually, the scene where he starts throwing the pictures at her and saying something, I forget what it was, but where they have the fight that leads up to the violence, she really does hold her own there. I thought that was a very good scene on both ends.
I think that's a directing issue, is what it is. But we'll talk about that when we get into directing. Yeah, there's really only 3 actors in this whole thing, isn't there?
That's it.
Shall we move on?
Acting done. Check.
Directing.
Directing.
Okay.
Directing.
So let's go into directing.
The makers of this program would like to interrupt this program to talk about their other programs. Go D.
If you happen to be a filmmaker and you've made a short film and you want to hear us talk about it, you can submit it to us via the link in the description.
And if you love what you are seeing here and want to dive deeper into making better movies, you need to join us at our Facebook group, The Kármán Line Cult. There, we have daily discussions about filmmaking, we have weekly live streams, and all kinds of other cool cult-like activities.
And now back to the program.
We talked about a film some time ago that was, it was robbers that came into a house, and then one of the guys ended up being like, or they all started.
The bowl of cereal
Midnight
movie?
Snack.
Midnight Snack.
No, not Midnight Snack.
That was fun.
That was a good one.
Love that movie. Love that movie.
There was one guy that was like chain smoking downstairs or in the basement.
Oh, yeah.
Or in the garage.
Oh, we just did that one recently,
Not
right?
just.
That was in our other office.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
I know
girl
which one
came
you're
down
talking
and
about.
she's like, "Oh no, it's you. You're dangerous." But then they had a
They
conversation.
shoot the
and-
dad and...
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Yep.
That one.
Yep.
In that movie, we talked about how the old man was miscast, right? Because he didn't feel angry when he looked at one of the robbing guys, and he's like, "Sit down," right? And the guy sat down. I'm like, okay, that guy could have easily just punched you in the face, because that old man seems very weak. He doesn't seem like he doesn't give off that demeanor of I'm very tough.
Yeah.
So miscast there.
He was like Burl Ives
Right.
sort
Right.
of character.
So like the girl in here, the wife, I feel like wasn't used properly. That she's supposed to be used in like she could be used in a way that is far more subtle, in the way that you were talking about, where he's being like a little bitch to her.
Yeah.
Right here, and she's basically being reactionary to his remarks, where she's like, "Come on, don't do that." Like, she felt strong there, and she felt strong, I think, because that's the kind of acting that she does.
Right.
Where she's very subtle, and you can tell it in her body language. It's really strong, but when she speaks and when she announces her feelings, that's when it gets a little weird. And I think that's a directing decision. That's bad.
I don't feel like this movie had a tone.
It didn't.
It did kind of meander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no
Tonally.
tone. at
Tonal
all.
meandering.
Yeah.
I felt like this was shot on like 4 different cameras.
That's what it felt like. Yeah.
Like their footage in different places all looked very different. Some of it looked like downright retro, like almost 16 millimeter kind of look.
Well, so if this is a time where Tim had a flip phone,
It's
Unless
probably a camcorder, right?
I mean, unless that was just part of the film,
Maybe they're doing a period piece.
right?
I mean, he's
That would be
holding a
really-
film. He's using a film camera,
right?
Oh.
and all the photographers that he takes pictures of later,
Yeah.
he sees all these photographers.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
all holding film cameras.
I forgot about
and
that.
old cameras.
What's the
See?
period?
Right here.
2000.
1998.
1998.
So maybe they are just filming on a, older camera.
Yeah, so a lot of it, like this looks like an older camera. This looks pre-DSLR. Then you go to the last shot near the end. He's walking on this like dock. Like this looks like modern footage.
Yeah, it might be just because the lighting is that way. Yeah, it does look like that. But the sensor is very small though, because there's
that looks really good.
there's no depth of field. There's
That was a really weird cut.
It's very large depth of field. I think the only reason why it was weird was because you can see the entire city and the city doesn't change.
It's like the canopy disappears.
It would have been a good
Felt
cut.
like the canopy moved around him.
It would have been a good cut if the
teleports.
background wasn't so far away from him.
Yeah.
Um,
I think. Oh my gosh! Do you know what time it is?
time for our next category. Writing.
Aren't we out of categories?
No, it's about 11:30 p.m.
Writing.
Writing time. That's
okay.
what time it is.
Writing time.
Acting, directing, and writing.
Yeah. Well, say it. Say it.
It's writing time.
Hey.
All right.
Fantastic writing of dialogue.
Dialogue is great.
It is so hard
Which
to
is
write
hard.
good dialogue.
Yeah.
I say it all the time because it's so freaking true.
Well, okay.
And then I have these people in our cult like Cameron who are like, no, it's not. And I'm like, no, it's hard, dude. It is hard. It's one of the hardest things in all filmmaking. It is.
The dialogue in here is all
Cameron.
character revelatory, right? All reveals something about the character.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
I'd say that's
awesome.
largely true.
Yeah, I'd say everything that Tim's character says is critical. Everything that he says, this our main character, has to do about passion, and everything that the wife says is naggy, which is
Nag.
which is what she plays in here. Right?
Ugh. The worst.
Are you the misogynist?
Oh, shoot. Is the title part of writing?
Yeah, I
Sure,
think
why
so.
not?
Yeah,
Write a title?
I don't understand the title.
The title seems completely unrelated to
it
the
seems a little
movie.
weird.
The main character doesn't seem misogynistic at all.
He
And-
happens to murder a woman.
but it doesn't. He doesn't murder her because she's a woman.
Right. Like, I never felt like he hates women.
Yeah.
Right.
He just
I never
murdered
got
like
that
she
impression.
overstepped like what he would.
Like, you could be a murderer. You could murder a woman and not be a misogynist.
Yeah.
That is, we can agree on that, right?
That just sounds you,
you,
really hilarious.
but it,
You can murder women and not be misogynist.
I mean, you're still going to hell and prison, both, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean you hate women,
Right.
right?
Right.
Right.
I mean, the guy does seem a little psychopathic. You know?
He's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
He totally seems.
And that's
crazy.
also what reminded me of the master.
But that's
Yeah.
not what misogynist
Yeah.
means.
But
either.
we don't see him like catcalling women or sexually
Right.
assaulting people.
And see, and that's what I was
You know?
thinking. Like when he was taking pictures of people, like I thought we were going to see pictures of just women.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
that he objectifies them or something. But
I hate when movies are titled this way, actually, because it skews your expectations in the movie.
yeah,
You start looking for clues as to, okay, how is this guy a misogynist? Let's see. And that's not what you should be thinking about when you're watching the movie.
right. Well, yeah. I mean, the movie can have a symbolic.
Don't title
Title.
your movies.
Sometimes I feel that way.
I do too.
Like, I've
Sometimes titles
actually-
ruin the whole thing.
Debated just
Well,
doing
so-
it untitled.
I think the
Numbers.
use of titles
Yeah.
should be theming, right?
Definitely.
They should drive home the vision that you have.
Yeah.
We just talked about a film called Jackalope last episode,
Yup.
and Jackalope had that it had a titling.
Movie's not about jackalopes.
It's not about jackalopes,
No,
but it's a
appropriate
heavy
title.
theme,
Yeah.
right? Heavy theme. This one is not about a misogynist, or what we don't think is misogynist, but misogynist isn't even a theme in it, you know.
You know, then there's the movie Bounden, which is about a jackalope, not called a jackalope.
That's my least favorite Pixar film.
You know what?
Yeah. Bao is my favorite.
Your favorite?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That one's
That's
pretty
a-
great. Pretty great.
Wait. Isn't that a
Disney?
Disney animated film?
No, it's Pixar.
Bow?
What the hell's wrong with you,
It was
Bow's
with
not
the
Disney
Incredibles,
Oh,
you idiot.
yeah.
idiot?
That is,
I hate
That
you.
is Disney.
Is it though?
Nowadays, am I right?
Pixar's part of Disney, but that doesn't mean they're Disney.
Are you
Nowadays, they are.
Okay,
am I
Toy
right?
Story or Bao?
Is he right?
Who's right?
I'm right.
The writing here needed to be a little bit more fleshed out.
We're
Yeah.
talking about
Bow?
writing.
Yes. I would have liked to see a little more characterization from our main character.
When
wanted
the
to
mom
know
eats
a-
her son.
I wanted to know a little bit more about
That was misogynist.
why our main character is the way he is. Why
I did too. Yeah.
Is he actually a psychopath?
Well, so I
You
actually
know?
kind of wanted this to be like a longer film.
Yeah.
You know? Like I wanted to see this character fleshed out more because he was a strong character, but we didn't really say anything in this whole film about his journey. There was no journey. There was no goal really. There was just him wanting something to hang on to.
There are plenty of good movies where the journey is someone spiraling out of control. And,
Well, The Guard is a good one.
yeah.
Yeah. Which that doesn't have a plot. It's just one experiential
and
thing.
it's directly about that.
Yeah.
Whereas this film doesn't exactly
But-
exude that.
The Guard has a beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah.
This one doesn't. This one has a beginning and middle.
Yeah.
All right, so, what time is it?
That was a hard cut. That was a bad cut.
What time is it now?
It's time for the questions.
It is that time. It is question time.
Question
How
time.
do
We're
I
almost out of
ask
room on our
questions?
cameras. Let's ask some questions.
Quick, our
Question
cameras are running
time.
out of
Question
film.
time. This is where we ask questions to the
The
filmmaker.
that's all there is to it. Now just ask a question. Go.
Okay.
Hey, if you're viewers, you can write your questions below
Down
as
below.
well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Filmmakers, answer our questions. Go.
The filmmaker.
To the filmmaker.
I don't have any questions.
Oh my god.
I don't have any questions.
What a disaster.
What is this? What's this script look like? Well, I don't know what it looks like.
I want to know what you shot this on. I like being the camera detective and figuring that out, and this one just left me really.
Puzzled.
I could not. Yeah, and was there more than one camera used? And how long did you spend in production on this?
Where does the title come from? And what is the deal with this main character? Is he just a crazy person? Is there more backstory to it, or what's up with that? Or is there context in your head that we don't have?
Is his wife dead?
Is his wife dead?
Was she actually murdered?
Did you use a still photo of her?
Was it manslaughter?
Did you use a still photo of her because she was breathing during your take?
Oh,
so you just decided to do a
explain
still.
the backwards boat shot.
Oh, in the beginning.
Yes.
Explain.
Yeah. Why do we have a backwards boat shot?
And cutting to the outside of the door and having her head bang on the other side, which we said was awesome.
Awesome.
It was awesome.
I just want to reiterate.
Loved
that's actually quite genius.
Yeah.
I really love
yeah.
that.
Why is he drowning her here?
Because he didn't kill her all the way. Like, he just gave her some bad head damage. You know what? This is actually really good because I see this in movies all the time where it's like, blunt object to the head, person's dead instantly. And I'm like, it's not that clean. No. Even if you get someone really bad in the head, they're going to lay there acting like a crazy, babbling idiot foaming at the mouth for a while before they die. You gotta drown them. It's the only way, man. You gotta do it.
All right.
Oh my god.
That door wasn't even that heavy. You could tell it wasn't very solid. You're gonna do some superficial damage, but kill.
They did it multiple times. It was like
I don't think that door
Like,
had enough.
Your nose is pretty soft. Like her nose would
That's
be
what I think. I think
absolutely
she had
obliterated.
broken nose.
That's why she's not dead.
Bruises.
That's why she's not dead.
I'll give you that. Her
you know
face
what?
would be caved in. I'll give you that.
I'm in his camp now. I think
wait,
she's alive.
She's alive.
She's alive.
New
It's
theory.
not murder.
Hey guys, it's really funny to think she's alive.
This is abuse.
No, that's not what was funny.
It's really
that is
funny.
not what was funny, D.
So he's a wife beater.
He's a misogynist.
He's a oh
Are we just
my
gonna-
gosh.
Are we just gonna make jokes?
Now I know why it's
We are
called.
off the handle. We are off the deep end.
Are we done?
We're done here. It's over.
Bye bye.
I'm sorry for this
It's
episode.
over.
This is terrible.